We are just 1 week out from the all-important midterm elections that will determine who holds power here in Washington. We've got the latest on that in just a minute. But first, we've learned new details about the break-in at the home of Speaker Nancy Pelosi, where her husband Paul was violently assaulted with a hammer. Members of Pelosi's family are expected to soon hear audio from the 911 call from Paul Pelosi and see body camera footage from that very night. Well, today, the suspect, David DePape, made his first court appearance and pleaded not guilty to a litany of charges, including attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, and elder abuse. The 42-year-old was allegedly targeting the House Speaker and wanted to hold her hostage and break her kneecaps. Also tonight, Capitol Police are warning they need more resources to provide additional layers of security for members of Congress. There's a lot of news to cover, and CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti will start us off tonight from outside Pelosi's San Francisco residence. Good evening, Jonathan.
And good evening, Nora. Tonight, there is an increased security presence here outside the home as we have watched family gather around inside. Meanwhile, the suspect faced a judge today showing signs of the alleged attack.
In a packed San Francisco courtroom, David DePape, wearing an orange jumpsuit with a black sling on his right arm, was described as emotionless as the judge denied bail. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins.
Clearly, we believe he is a severe public safety threat, given what took place. He was targeting that home specifically in order to make contact with the speaker.
The criminal complaint describes how DePape, who had a history of pushing far-right conspiracies online, told investigators he was going to hold Nancy hostage and had planned to break her kneecaps if she lied to him. As police arrived early Friday morning, DePape swung the hammer toward Paul Pelosi, saying he was taking the punishment instead. The speaker visited her husband this morning, who is said to be recovering well. And tonight, the U.S. Capitol Police Chief calling for additional layers of physical security for members of Congress as they continue to monitor thousands of potential threats. Many of those spawned by conspiracy theories and misinformation, including just this morning, former President Trump questioned whether there was even a break-in at the Pelosi home.
Wow, it's weird things going on in that household in the last couple of weeks.
Last night, Arizona's Republican gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake made light of the attack.
Nancy Pelosi, well, she's got protection when she's in D.C. Apparently her house doesn't have a lot of protection.
To San Francisco's DA, it's no laughing matter.
I think it's appalling that anybody would take lightly what happened to Mr. Pelosi and the fact that he was targeted by virtue of his wife's position in this country.
And sources tell CBS News the Pelosi family will review 911 calls and video from that night as early as tomorrow. Meanwhile, the suspect could face up to 50 years if found guilty, Nora.
That's going to be difficult footage to watch. Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you.